Ready to get our hands dirty with some serious company analysis.
Sounds good to me. Always ready to roll up my sleeves and dig into the numbers.
Well, today we're diving headfirst into Trident Ltd, a company making waves in India.
I've heard the name. Aren't they big in textiles?
Yeah, that's their bread and butter, but there's a lot more to them than meets the eye. We've got company overviews, financial reports, market predictions, you name it.
The whole shebang.
Basically. By the end of this deep dive, we're going to know Trident inside and out. Like if you were thinking of investing in an Indian company, would Trident be the one?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question. So where do we even begin with a company this big?
Well, let's rewind back to their roots. Trident's story starts in 1990 in Ludhiana, Punjab.
Okay, so pretty recent, all things considered.
Yeah, relatively speaking. But don't let that fool you. They've grown like crazy. They're now operating in over 100 countries.
Wow, that's a huge global footprint.
Right. And get this. They're not just about textiles. They also produce paper and chemicals.
Really? That's interesting. I guess that helps spread the risk being in multiple sectors like that.
Exactly. Diversification is key. And they're part of the larger Trident group, which gives them even more weight and resources.
Makes sense. So back to the textiles, though. What makes Trident's threads stand out from the competition?
Well, think comfort and sustainability. They're known for using sustainable and organic materials. You know, like everyone loves a nice fluffy towel fresh out of the dryer.
Whoa, yeah, definitely. There's nothing better than a good bath towel.
Exactly. And Trident's tapping into that. They're all about comfort, but with a conscience, you could say. Meeting that demand for products that feel good and are good for the planet, too.
Smart move, considering how much more aware consumers are becoming about sustainability these days.
Absolutely. Speaking of being eco-conscious, this blew my mind when I first read it. They make paper from wheat straw.
Wait, really? Wheat straw? I've never heard of that. How does that even work?
It's pretty innovative. They found a way to use this agricultural byproduct, which is often discarded, to create paper. Reduces waste and dependence on traditional wood pulp.
That's incredible. Got to give them props for thinking outside the box like that.
Right. And they're actually leading the way in eco-friendly paper production in India. It's a good example of how they're riding that wave of sustainability.
Totally. Okay, so they're doing some cool stuff, but are they actually making money? What do the financials look like?
Let's crack open the books. Their latest report for the 2023-24 financial year shows a revenue of 6,809 crore rupees.
Big number.
And their net profit clocked in at 831.9 crores.
Not too shabby. Looks like a pretty healthy increase from the previous year, too.
Yeah, their market cap, which basically tells you the company's overall value, is sitting pretty at 175.45 billion.
Wow. That's definitely not chump change. What about dividend yield? Any good news for potential investors there?
Yeah, it's currently at 0.99% with a payout ratio between 40% and 52%. So they are sharing some profits with their shareholders.
Not bad, not bad. But let's be real, no company's a perfect paradise, right? What are some of the bumps in the road for Trident?
Well, their stock price has been a bit of a roller coaster ride, especially this past year, down 4.94%.
Yeah, the market can be fickle. It's rarely ever smooth sailing. I wonder how much of that is Trident specific and how much is just reflecting broader industry trends.
That's a good point. Like, we know the global economy hasn't been exactly stellar lately.
Exactly. Inflation's been hitting everyone hard. And there's this whole cloud of uncertainty hovering over everything. You know, people get nervous about investing when things feel shaky.
So what's the crystal ball saying about Trident's stock future?
Analysts seem to think it'll hover between 32 and 37 in the short term.
Okay, so kind of like a holding pattern.
Yeah, think of it like those price boundaries. The stock bounces between them like it can't decide which way to go.
Ah, so like support and resistance levels.
Exactly. It's trapped for now, but long term, the analysts are actually pretty optimistic about Trident.
They are. But why? With all this uncertainty you just mentioned.
Well, remember their commitment to innovation. Like the wheat straw paper thing, and their focus on sustainability. Those are big pluses in today's world. Plus, they're not just playing in India, they're on the global stage.
So they're well positioned to weather those economic storms.
Potentially, yeah. But it's more than just numbers, right? There's something about Trident that just feels different.
I know what you mean. There's a lot of talk about sustainability these days, but sometimes it feels like just a marketing ploy. Not with Trident, though.
I agree. They're walking the walk. For example, they've managed to cut down their water consumption by a whole 15%.
Seriously, how'd they do that?
They've implemented some pretty cool water recycling techniques, and it's not just about the environment for them. They're also focused on ethical sourcing. They partner with local farmers for their organic cotton.
So it's a win-win, supporting local communities and getting high-quality materials.
Exactly. And you know what? This kind of genuine commitment to sustainability, it attracts a certain kind of investor.
Oh yeah, totally. There's a growing wave of people who want their investments to reflect their values.
Yep. Socially responsible investing, it's a whole movement, and Trident's ticking a lot of those boxes.
But even with all the good stuff, there are bound to be challenges, like haven't raw material costs been going through the roof?
Yeah, that's a big one. Cotton prices, energy costs, it's all putting pressure on profit margins, not just for Trident, but for the entire industry.
It's like a constant uphill battle, huh?
Pretty much. And then there's that ever-present global uncertainty. Demand can fluctuate like crazy. Economic policies can change overnight.
It's like trying to hit a moving target. Makes it tough to plan for the long haul.
It does. Trident will have to stay agile to adapt to all the curveballs coming their way. Maybe explore ways to stabilize raw material costs, like hedging strategies, or diversify their energy sources to become less vulnerable to price hikes.
Lots to think about. So to wrap this up, we've gone on quite a journey with Trident Ltd. From their humble beginnings in Punjab to their global expansion, they've certainly made their mark. We've looked at their diversified portfolio, their innovative products, and their commitment to sustainability, which really seems to be at the core of their business.
And their financials paint a pretty promising picture, though those external factors like rising costs and global uncertainty could throw a wrench in the works.
Totally. So here's a question to leave you with. Do you think this sustainability focus will actually give them a competitive advantage in the long run? What surprised you most about Trident? What other information would you want to know before making that investment decision? That's all from us today. Come keep those wheels turning.
Always. See you next time.
See ya.